Sorry, I didn't realize this was a massage room.
Part of spa, no harm done.
Thanks for being so understanding. I apologize again for the interruption.
It's okay, just shut the door on way out.
Your shoes! I'd recognize those fancy sandals anywhere. You're the people ripping off room service. I've got you now, and this time you won't get away. Next stop, the hotel security office, then Las Vegas PD. You, Fancy Feet, put your hands up. Slowly step away from the table. Okay, you. Sit up slowly, and no funny stuff. I'm keeping my eye on both you poachers.
You and those damn shoes.
Oh no, this was all my fault.
Yeah, Floyd. I got them both. No more freebies on the hotel's tab. These two are gonna pay big time.
Stay away from her. Leave her alone. And stop giving her false hope about Marty. Stop coming between me and the woman I love.
I have to find out if Sheridan is right about Marty. If he is her son with Louise. And of course, the only person who can tell me the truth is Alistair.
Oh, yes, indeed. Catherine, I do have answers, and not just about Marty and Sheridan. But if you start digging, you may find out some things that could hurt Sheridan, but would also destroy her.
At least I'm fighting to hold on to my child, Louise. I'm fighting to hold on to the belief that Ethan will come back to me, but you're losing Sheridan and you're not even willing to fight for her, so how is that for a fact?
I was trying to work things out with Sheridan when Ethan called asking me to come over here and talk to you about handing over Jane, Teresa.
But Louise, you told me that you can't accept Sheridan's belief that Marty is your son with her.
Yeah, because of the facts. The DNA test proves otherwise.
What about just believing her, Louise? What about blind faith?
Teresa, I'm a police detective, okay? I have to believe in facts and proof. And your romantic notions about Ethan are destroying you much in the same way that Sheridan's fantasies about Marty are destroying her.
Well, you're insisting on proof is destroying you and Sheridan.
Look, I was gonna go see if Louise has had any luck with Teresa.
I hope so. Not that I'm happy, Ethan, that Teresa has to give the baby over to you and Gwen. I just don't want Teresa to get in trouble by refusing the judge's order.
Flora, I don't either. And that custody decree, it's only temporary. I would never take Jane away from Teresa permanently. You have my word on that.
Thank you.
It's just the sooner Teresa starts acting like a rational adult and a role model, well, the sooner Gwen and I can give Jane back to her.
Look, I can't disagree with what you're doing. I know Teresa drove you to do this. But she was driven by love, Ethan. Her love for you.
Sheridan, you can't just leave Louise and your family and your friends.
I can't go on like this with Louise any longer. I mean, it's hard enough not having Marty when I know that he's my son. But what makes this even worse is that Louise won't believe me and he won't help me get Marty back from Beth.
But you can't just give up on him. You can't.
It's too late. You know what? If Louise loves me, then he should just believe me. He shouldn't need proof and facts to trust me. And if he can't just go by faith in what I know to be true in my heart, then what does that say about a relationship? Same answer I got. There's just no hope for Louise and me. That's why I have to leave Harmony. Luis and I were finished.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
His maid said he wasn't in his room, but I'm not sure I should believe her. His car's here, his driver's here. He must be somewhere on the estate. Sheridan's cottage, no, that's doubtful. Greenhouses, no. Ah, of course.
Where are you, Alistair? I know you must be watching me, right? On one of your insidious surveillance cameras?
Oh, you know me so well, darling.
Alistair, you know where I am, and you know I want to talk to you. So why don't you give your bimbo a break and come down here to me?
Let me see you face to face. Oh, Alistair, you must be afraid. Maybe I grew a backbone since I escaped from the island love shack.
Me being afraid of you? That'd be the day. But you should be afraid of me. You can't come along and pick and choose what you want to know about Sheridan. And Marty's maternity is of minor importance compared to the real dirt on your daughter. Like the woman she remembers stabbing as a young girl, who she's convinced is you. Now, Martin, he knows what happened that night, but he's not very forthcoming now, is he? What happened that night and his part in it is the real reason he left Harmony. So, Catherine, why don't you go home? Wherever home is right now. Because I think it's better for you to live with unanswered questions and to find out the real truth.
Alistair, come down here and face me like a man. I dare you.
Oh. You bag of bones. You'll never learn. Never.
Focus, Teresa. I'm not here to talk about Sheridan. I'm here to get you to obey a court order giving Ethan and Gwen temporary custody of Jane.
Louise, if Ethan wants to be with Jane, then he can live here with us and little Ethan.
Teresa, Ethan is married to Gwen. They're staying together. You have to accept that.
No, I don't. He still loves me, Louise. Fate means for us to be together. I know it.
I can't even talk to you about this anymore. Give him Jane or suffer the consequences. But you know what? Ethan is going to end up with permanent custody of Jane if you're not careful.
But see, that's exactly what Gwen and Rebecca want, Louise. Once they have Jane, they're going to do everything they can to keep her away from me. This is what happened with my son. I lost him to them once, and I'm not going to lose my daughter to them, too.
Yeah, but don't you see by not giving up Jane, you are building Gwen and Rebecca's case for permanent custody?
I'm not doing it, Louise. I'm not handing over my daughter, and then it's final.
Well, I hope you'll change your mind, because if you don't, I guarantee you will be sorry.
Teresa's pretty upset. Yeah, I heard.
I'm just hoping she calms down, gets a clue, and decides to give up Jane.
She thinks I'm gonna take Jane away from her forever. I would never do that.
You know, what about Gwen or Rebecca? Look, I don't want Teresa breaking the law, but I understand why she doesn't want to give up Jane. Now, if you were Teresa, wouldn't you do the same thing?
Please, please. I hope that Issa turns the baby over without getting the police involved.
Hey, listen. Now, I know that you're worried. Me too. But I'm here to help you and Teresa in any way that I can.
Oh, God. Just having you here is wonderful. And hearing you say that you're committed to rebuilding our marriage and our family. Oh, God, Martin, you don't know what that means to me. I have a partner again. Someone to help me, to be strong for me. I have my husband back. Oh, God.
Sheridan, please don't leave Harmony on a whim. You know, you and Luis love each other way too much for you to just give up and go away. If you guys talk things out and commit to working on it, can't you get it back on track?
Luis and I have tried, and we keep hitting the same wall.
Yeah, but if you still love him, you can't just...
Of course I do. More than anything, but sometimes love just is not enough.
You know, you two gave me so much hope. And both of you have overcome so much to be together. If you can't make it, what does that say for Ethan and me?
Ethan is your husband. He loves you, and he's committed to you.
Yeah, but Teresa is committed to coming between us any which way she can.
Gwen, don't worry. You have never done anything to make Ethan ever turn away from you, and you never will.
If Ethan ever found out that we were the ones who tipped off the tabloids about his real paternity, he would never forgive me.
Well, he's not going to find out. Look, he blames Teresa, not us. Trust me. We are home free.
Ethan will always stand by you, no matter what.
God, I hope so.
Once my backup gets here, you two are going to the manager's office to wait for the cops. Hope you like jailhouse cuisine, because that's what you'll be eating for a long, long time.
Excuse me? I realize this is a lot to be asking considering all the trouble that we've caused, but, you know, if you're gonna be hauling my butt off to jail, I'd rather it not be my naked butt, which is what's underneath this towel.
But Ned, you're not...
You're afraid. Actually, I am. You know, I've heard what they can do to good-looking guys in jail, and, well, let's face it, you know, I'm hot.
I'd pay to see you buck naked in a cell full of hardened criminals.
If that's the case, then, you know, we can talk in private. And
What? Oh, you think that I'm, well, I'm not. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I was just jerking your... I mean, damn. Where are your pants?
In the closet.
Are you...
Worried that my towel might fall off. Actually, I am. You know, you might want to turn around and...
Hold it, pal. I mean, stop. I'm not falling for that old trick. I'll get your pants.
I get it now. Lying about being naked and your pants being in the closet was a setup.
By Ned, I think she's got it. Come on, let's get out of here before his backup shows up.
This is where the gazebo was. Why? Why did Alistair bulldoze this? And even remove the ground beneath it? What was here that Alistair felt he had to hide? Martin, would you tell me why Alistair tore down the gazebo and hauled it away? I mean, he even removed the earth beneath it.
I'm sorry, Catherine. I can't answer that.
Why not? Martin, are you afraid of something?
Trust me.
I mean, is Alistair trying to hide something?
You don't want to know.
I do want to know. I want you to tell me.
But just forget about this place. Just walk away and never come back. Put this place out of your mind for everyone's sake.
But Martin, I want to know.
Catherine, please. Just do it.
But Martin knows what really happened here. But he won't tell me. Whatever it is, Alistair has gone to great lengths to hide it.
And with good reason, my love. I will do anything to keep my secret safe, including murder.
You are my passion for life.
I have to hand it to you, Ned. You're tops when it comes to getting out of tight spots.
So far, so good. But when that guard recognized your sandal, I thought we were done for.
Me too. Sorry I almost botched your escape plan. I'm just not used to conning my way out of tight spots.
What do? Charge your way out of trouble?
Payoff is my family's motto. There's this one judge in particular.
Well, hold on. I thought I saw security, but it wasn't. Come on.
This is so much fun.
You won't think so if we're caught.
I know. You think my family will buy my way out of trouble, but you'll end up in jail.
Exactly.
Well, I'm not sure what my family would do. They might let me do jail time to teach me a lesson. They think I'm spoiled.
No.
Yeah, can you believe it?
That might be security. Come on.
I love the suites in this hotel. So comfy.
We're not here to hang out, Fancy. We're here to hide until security goes by.
Well, I have to hand it to you, Ned. When it comes to picking a hiding place, you hit the jackpot.
What do you mean?
This!
Oh my God.
You should be dead. Because I killed you. Sheridan, no. I killed you.
Why does Sheridan believe she killed me? She believes she stabbed me with a letter opener. I showed her that I didn't even have any scars. Did Sheridan actually remember stabbing someone? Or is it a nightmare? But I have to find out the truth to help my daughter. And Martin said that he couldn't tell Pilar the real reason he left Harmony because it would hurt Sheridan. Could that have something to do or be connected with the gazebo? And if so, how is that connected to Sheridan? All these lies, all these secrets, and Alistair's responsible for every one of them.
You're right, Catherine.
Alistair.
Someone is responsible for all of the pain that Sheridan has. Someone who left our daughter's life open to all of this emotional turmoil, but it wasn't me, it was you, Catherine. You're the one that did all this. You're the one to blame for all of the pain that Sheridan feels day in and day out because our daughter is now a sick puppy. An emotional wreck. She is confusing her nightmares with reality. She's now claiming that the child that Beth and Luis had is actually her son. Luis doesn't even believe in her anymore. He's beginning to wonder if he's not in love with a raving lunatic.
Oh, stop it. You're the only raving lunatic in this family. You think that we're all pawns to be manipulated in your sick game with our lives, Alistair. Well, I'm not going to stand for it anymore. I am tired of you controlling me and all my loved ones. The toll, you've seen the toll. On Julian, on Martin and his family, and especially on Sheridan. Well, Alistair, I am going to see to it that she has a happy life. That she's going to be free of all her ghosts and all her guilts. And the only way that that's going to happen is if I know the truth. That's the best way I can help her, and that's where you come in, Alistair.
Is that so?
Yes. Because you're going to tell me the truth. You're going to tell me the truth about Beth and Marty. About why Sheridan believes that she stabbed someone and believes it's me. And why you built this gazebo in the first place. And most importantly, why you had it torn down.
Teresa, it's me.
Ethan.
It's over.
What is?
My marriage to Gwen. I told her to go back to the mansion without me. I told her that I couldn't live a lie anymore. I told her I loved you. That I loved you and that I love Jane and I love little Ethan and I want to be here with you and the kids.
Oh, Ethan, this is a dream come true.
Nightmare's over. Gwen is never gonna take that little girl. And I'm gonna be here with you and the kids, and we're gonna be a real family. Jane, little Ethan, and you and me.
That's the way it's gonna be, sweetheart. Our daddy is gonna come back to us. It's gonna take a little time.
Honey, look, I doubt Teresa's gonna come out of there. Luis is giving her more time, but I'm guessing it's not gonna change a thing. I think she's determined to keep Jane.
You know, this is just so typical of her. And she's just in there, she's just crying, all doe-eyed about how we're coming after her. But not once does she even consider what she has done to force us to this. I mean, she caused me to lose Sarah. She stole my embryos and tricked you into getting her pregnant. But somewhere in her twisted little mind, she thinks that she's the victim. I can't take this anymore.
Honey, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too. Look, I understand what you're going through. Teresa has put you through hell.
What did you just say?
Luis.
Oh, now you're taking Gwen's side over Teresa's.
No, I'm not taking anyone's side.
It sounds to me like you are.
If you would let me explain.
Oh, don't bother. I get it. At first you take your mother's side, even though her running off to Mexico with my father destroyed my family.
My mother did not force your father to leave.
Yeah, well, the point is, you know how I feel about Catherine, yet you insist on having a relationship with her.
She is my mother.
Yeah, and Teresa is my sister. And yet the minute my back's turned, you're slamming her.
Hey, I am entitled to my opinion.
Yeah? Well, what about loyalty? Aren't you and I supposed to be a couple? Aren't I entitled to loyalty? Or is this payback for me not believing that Marty is your son? Just answer me, Sheridan. You loyal at all to me anymore?
Luis, you are making a fool out of yourself.
Oh, so now I'm a fool?
You know what? I can't even talk to you when you're like
You
this.
just answer the question, Sheridan. Are you loyal at all to me
Maybe
anymore?
I should ask you the same question.
Excuse me?
When I told you that our son was alive and that Beth had him, you wouldn't believe me. But when you insisted that I turn my back on my mother, I did because I love you. But when I asked you to believe me about Marty and help me get him back from Beth, you refused because you said you needed proof. But for some reason, your feelings are good enough for me to do whatever you want, but my feelings aren't good enough for you.
God, Louise and Sheridan love each other so much. How can they argue this way?
So you know what? You can attack my mother. You can call her every ugly name you can think of, but I am never turning my back on her for you ever again because she believes me. She believes what I have to say about Marty, and she supports me because she loves me. But you know what? You can't do the same.
Sheridan, you've talked to Catherine?
We saw her earlier when we were in the park.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Is she okay? I mean, I've left messages for her, but she won't return my calls.
Wait a second. Wait a second. You've been calling Catherine?
Yes.
What the hell is wrong with you? What the... Here you are trying to weasel your way back into our house, telling her that you want to fix your marriage, yet you've been calling your whore? What the hell kind of game are you playing?
Tell me the truth, Alistair.
know what secrets are held here and how they involve Sheridan and Martin. You know why Sheridan tried to kill me here. And you know about Marty. Now, I want answers, and I want them now.
I have no idea what you're talking about,
Oh,
Catherine.
damn it, you do. I want you to tell me why you tore this gazebo down.
I told you I decided to re-landscape.
No. You raised the gazebo, you removed the earth beneath it to keep the secrets hidden. There was something buried there. Huh? What was it?
Why haven't you asked that lover of yours, Martin? If anything was buried beneath that gazebo, he would know. Oh. I guess you did ask him, and he's mum on the subject. Huh? I guess your paramour even keeps secrets from you, Catherine.
Martin has kept quiet because he's protecting me, Alistair.
Oh. That's what he claims.
Meaning?
Meaning, how well do you actually know Martin? Would you find it odd that the man you've been living with in sin for the past decades has never told you the real reason he left Harmony?
I told you. Martin is protecting me, and he's protecting Sheridan.
Oh, that's right. I should have figured that out on my own. By not telling you the truth, he's protecting you. But if I don't tell you, then I'm evil.
You are evil. Whatever you're hiding, Alistair, that involves Sheridan and Martin and something that was buried underneath that gazebo, I want the truth. Damn it, I want the truth.
There must be hundreds of thousands of dollars in here.
That's lunch money for you, isn't it?
I don't know. I just signed the credit card thingy. Now, what should we spend this on? A few days in Tahoe? Ooh, how about Hong Kong? It is so nice this time of year.
Wait, we can't keep this.
Why not? We found it.
In someone's hotel room.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Look, a couple of room service dinners is one thing. Taking this kind of loot is something else, as in wrong.
Okay. Well, if we can't spend it, let's at least enjoy it.
How?
Watch.
Oh, Ben. Oh, Ulysses. I can't get enough of your sweet legal tender.
Nice act for a bankers convention. Now, will you put all that money back so we can get out of here before whoever that stash belongs to comes back?
Okay, okay.
Who would keep that much money in cash lying around with the door to their hotel room ajar?
Well, it is Vegas. And unlike you, some people do win at poker.
You think that person won this, too?
Oh my God.
We've got to get out of here. Now.
I'm not playing games, Luis.
Oh, no? Then why are you calling Catherine at the same time you're telling her that you want to work things out?
Martin.
I wasn't two-timing you, Pilar, I swear.
Liar.
No, I was just checking in on Catherine to see if she was okay. I mean, we've been together for over 20 years. I couldn't just abandon her.
No? Well, you just abandoned us, didn't you? You never even called us once.
No, wait a second. Now, you know that I wanted to, but I couldn't because of Alistair. And Catherine was in the same position that I was.
Two of you make me sick.
You've made that abundantly clear.
Is Catherine okay? What?
Well, when I talked to my mother, I told her that I felt Beth and my father were in cahoots over Marty. She seemed to tense up, and I just got the feeling that she was going to do something rash.
Alistair. You know what? I have to find Catherine before he can hurt her again.
Wait! You're leaving?
I need to find Catherine.
Our daughter is locked up in her room fighting to keep her child, and you're walking out on us again because of Catherine? You promised me not a minute ago to stand by your family and by your children.
And as soon as I make sure that she's all right, I'll come back.
I should have known better than to trust you. Your family needs you. And at the mere mention of her name, you can't get to Catherine fast enough. You know what, Martin? Go. Run to your mistress. Get out.
Pilar.
Leave her alone. Leave us all alone. Come on.
I'm sorry, Pilar.
Damn you. And damn Catherine.
I still can't believe that you defend the woman who has done this to my family.
It's over, Gwen. Luis and I are finished.
Fancy, we have to make tracks now.
Ned, this is awesome. Finding all this money and a gun? I led such a dull life before meeting you.
Oh, just help me clean up this cash, okay?
I wonder whose room this is. Maybe a foreign businessman. Or a woman on the run from her husband.
Look, we're not sticking around long enough to find out.
Oh, come on, Ned. Let's run with this mystery a little while longer.
No.
I wonder if this room belongs to a gangster. Or a bank robber on the run. It's like Pulp Fiction, but without the blood and...
Fancy, what is it? Oh my God.
Please tell me we've been punked.
I can't. This is real. This is way too real. If we were in trouble before, we're in big trouble now.
I wish we could leave. I feel like we're intruding here.
Well, honey, we're not going anywhere without Jane.
I know.
This is just so ridiculous that Teresa locked herself in her room and she's disobeying a court order.
Well, Luis told her that we're going to call the police if she doesn't give her up. So maybe we just have to be patient and hope that Luis gets to her.
Look, I can sit tight for now, but I'm telling you that Teresa hates me way too much to ever willingly hand Jane over.
Either way, I want this war between you and Teresa to stop. You hear me?
Tell that to her?
I have told her. I'm also telling you.
Excuse me, but I'm not the one who started this, okay? Teresa did.
When even so, we are all to blame for why things have gotten this far. I'm not saying that you haven't stepped up and taken the high road.
Yeah, Teresa hasn't.
All I'm saying is there's a lot of history between you and Teresa that needs to be put behind you before any of this fighting stops. I'm just hoping it's possible that we can all live in peace one day.
Gwen stole Ethan by getting pregnant so he would marry her. She's not gonna steal you, sweetheart. I don't care what I have to do. Gwen's not gonna take you from me. Never.
I'm not going to answer your questions, Catherine. You wouldn't believe me anyway.
You're hateful, Alistair. Hateful and evil.
You know, language like that, Catherine, is going to bar you from being president of my fan club.
Damn you.
Good night, Catherine.
Alistair, rest in pieces! Rest in pieces!
You're still here, Catherine. I thought leaving was your specialty. After all, you walked out on me and our children. I guess you've left Martin as well. You seem to have a knack for destroying people you claim to love. Huh.
I don't love you, Alistair. But I would love to destroy you.
I cannot believe your father walked out on us again. He promised to be here for me and the children. At the mere mention of Catherine's name, he's gone.
I hate Papa and Catherine for what they've done.
Don't you worry about me, okay? I'll get through this. You focus on Sheridan. I'm gonna go check on Teresa.
Sorry I snapped at you before.
Sorry you thought me disloyal. But really, Luis, that is the least of our problems, because there is a gap that's grown between us, and it's just getting deeper and wider. I mean, you hate my mother. You're angry with me because I support Gwen in having custody of Jane with Ethan, and you refuse to accept what I know in my heart to be true, that Marty is our son. And you know what? We're reaching a point where we are just so far apart on so many different things. I don't know how we're going to be able to pull ourselves back.
So what are you saying?
I just wanted to let you know that I'm leaving Harmony tonight.
Tonight?
It's better that I leave now. I'm going back to Paris.
Paris? Why so far away, Sheridan? Come on. How long are you gonna be gone?
I'm not sure. Truth is, I may never come back.
Once all these files are uploaded to the Office network, I'm pretty sure my future at Crane Industries will be set.
Chad's finished here at Crane Industries.
I just wish I trusted Sheridan the way that Teresa trusts Ethan.
I can't believe I'll never see Luis again.